Friends, in the last video, I said I was sick. It got worse, which really interfered with my ability to make content for you on Friday. But they do say it's better to be late than never, and who am I to argue with they? Hello YouTubers, this is noobifier. On the 15th of March 2024, there was an hour-long starcitizen live Q&A, FPS 323. Here's what you need to know. Jared asked the stream, he asked for people to ask about night vision and then rolled his eyes. So I don't think that that was genuinely what he wanted. We had Zach, Pascal, Nick, and Altil. Sorry if I broke that name. Developers who work on FPS gameplay and its updates. The questions were taken from Spectrum and live chat. Sniper Scope Glint is there for game reasons, people. They know it doesn't make sense. If you're looking at a sniper who's looking at you through a gun and scope, you will see a minor glint. And then as they get really close to shooting you, you're going to see a major glint. And that is done because snipers can be a one-shot kill. And this is a permadeath universe. And you need a way to defend yourself or at least be warned to run the F away or take cover. Glint will occur regardless of the time of day, even if it's pitch black. And that doesn't make sense. And they know it's not realistic. They did it for gameplay and balance reasons, and they said you don't need to waste your time making multiple threads on Spectrum or Reddit because it's added for a reason and it probably won't be going away. With that, they've also been adding a long ADS present time and recoil for no scoping to prevent players from working around the scope glint system. And they ended by saying, don't worry, if you don't like it, make suggestions because it could be adjusted and balanced in the future. And they probably don't mean to suggest to get rid of it. Because, they acknowledge that the game is still early alpha, so there are still objects that clip through others, and they're aware of it, and they're going to work on it. It just may not be a priority at the moment. They have many grenades that are prototyped coming out later. They mentioned flash, stun, concussion, and smoke. They discussed some balance considerations when adding these to a PvP game environment. They are tweaking injuries. They are tweaking a short pre-down state. They're adding new health apps to the Mobiglass. Jared skipped the night vision question. Ammo repooling will only do that specific type of ammo, not a general repooling effect. You will not be able to repool ammo for a weapon that you are not currently carrying on your person. You will be able to repool in the inventory screen. You will be able to repool with a hotkey. Jared went on a sidebar to explain where the ISC B-roll comes from. There's obviously a team at CIG who make very pretty commercials and B-roll. And then we carried on. Repooling laser weapons will work the same way, but they're thinking of ways to spruce this feature up in the future. Perhaps a solar charger for your magazine, perhaps a trickle charger for your magazine, perhaps a quick charger for your magazine. They expressed their desire to expand charging batteries beyond just weapon magazines. So if you have like a little searchlight or something, maybe it'll die and you'll have to recharge it. Once you initiate a long reload, you will be able to cancel it yourself by jumping. If you frag or bump into a player who is in the middle of doing a long reload, you will stop their long reload, which is a bit trolly. Backpack to suit reload does not have a hotkey, but this can be done in the inventory page. The quick aiming mark is now part of the HUD that you will see shortly, and you are still able to equip a laser aiming mark on your weapon and then disable the HUD aiming mark. Shooting grenades on the ground should make them explode. Grenades going off near weapons and equipment should add wear. They're planning to add binos, and these will also have scope glint. Players sliding is possible. Player carried ballistic shields are possible. Jared then asked the team to also think about adding Enkimbo shields, and none of those are being added or currently worked on at the moment. They are possible. Alternate ammo types are possible, and they've been brainstorming plasma, tachyon, and neutron bullets. You currently need to be suited up to stow a weapon, but they want to explore the ability to stow weapons when you're in plain clothes. Zach said that they are updating the unique recoil signature for each weapon manufacturer and each individual weapon in that subcategory. He did specify that there is a different visual recoil and an actual value for recoil. Force reactions have been toned down in general since they were added, but they're still there. They said that there's been good progress, but there's still a lot of clunkiness in FPS to overcome. They're happy with how the HUD is evolving. In general, they acknowledge that there's a lot of stuff to do before Star Citizen FPS will have that polished AAA feel that they're working towards. Each developer was then asked what type of weapon they would add to the game if they were allowed to. No limitations. Slingshot, the rocket launcher from Quake 3, a chainsaw, and a gun that creates a black hole wherever it hits. Awesome. That's it. Thank you very, very much for spending your time with me. I apologize for being late. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.